There are 7 billion yoga journeys in the world. So choose what's yours.
Jay, I have one question. So this is Shiva.
Yes, Shiva.
At least I find difference when I do whatever this 2-minute plank posture, right? When an empty stomach and in the evenings, right? So there is a lot of difference. I have to struggle if I have to do it in the evening. So is there any way we can have some sessions, at least one session in the morning to feel like a difference, or just my curiosity to know? On Fridays.
The other thing that you could do is to eat earlier.
Still, I find it whatever I like. Sometimes I tried with eating only the like late morning, like 11 or 12, and then no eating till 6 o'clock. Still, I find it different.
Wow, really?
Wow.
That is surprising. Usually, like few hours. See if it is in the stomach and it is still trying to digest in the stomach. It's harder. But if it moves down to the intestine, usually like few hours, usually it is not interfering.
Okay.
And also it's a type of food, how heavy the food is, how heavy the food is to digest. Morning sessions, Shiva, it's usually it's my own limitations.
Understood. So, but in general, I just want to understand, right? So there is nothing to do, just that timing of the food, right? So that is what is.
Yeah. See, the thing is, if you're doing it in the morning, you are probably not having eaten at least 10, 12 hours.
Yeah.
Versus, let's say if you have a meal at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
By 6 o'clock, it's 5-hour difference. So 5 hours versus 10 hours, it does make a difference.
Okay.
And emptying out the bowels versus not makes a difference.
Yeah.
And so it is just the timing of the food and the type of food. If you are eating, let's say 5 hours earlier, but if it's a heavy food, that's bad. So by the way, thanks for asking this question. Serious yoga practitioners slowly gravitate to a certain kind of food and away from certain kind of food based on the experience that you are describing. To put it another way, if I eat something today or tonight and still tomorrow I'm not feeling good in my practice, I usually, let's say, tend to avoid over a period of time. I avoid certain kind of food.
Okay.
And certain other kind of food when I do, and was very comfortable in my practice, the next practice session. So I gravitate toward that class. And so you can also experiment or watch what kind of food that is nutritious. It's giving you the energy, and yet it is not making you sluggish or tamasic for the practice after several hours. You can watch the kind of food. And so some people come and ask me, should I eat non-veg or not and such, and I usually say, let the body guide you. For example, on the days that you eat non-vegetarian food and the next day your practice feels different, and if if you're okay to space it out even more, such foods, that might happen more naturally as you continue to practice and want to make progress. Such choices or such changes in our preferences happen almost automatically without being aggressively forcing it. See, what I don't want is, oh, I really want to eat non-vegetarian food, but I want to practice, I have to practice today or today evening, and so I don't want to do it. But yet on the mat, when you're doing practicing, you're thinking about chicken. That's not, or that is less desirable than if you were to have chicken and then let it digest and then have the practice. And so food preferences can naturally change if you as you get more and more diligent about the practice and more committed to the practice.
Understood. Yeah.
Thank you for the question, Subha. That's a very, very good question. Any other follow-up questions from anybody? It's a really good question. So to go back to Srini's question, coffee. So try that, Srini, and see how that helps or not. Yeah, in the practice. With that, let us begin again. So Sunil also has reached a sheltered place for practice. That's nice. Otherwise, I was thinking Sunil is going to start a new fad called yoga in the rain. Settling down to this place, this moment, and this breath. Being thankful for the fortunate set of circumstances that brings us to the mat today. Super fortunate set of circumstances that whatever be the motivation why you are on the mat today. Being thankful, grateful for the opportunity to practice Hatha Yoga today. Take 3 deep breaths. After 3 deep breaths, just allow the breath invitingly, not interfering, observe from the beginning of inhalation to the end of inhalation, beginning of exhalation to the end of exhalation, the pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation. Relaxing the shoulders, perhaps with a smile on your face, watch the breath. Let's once again take a resolution to pay attention inward diligence in the practice, and with awareness, avoiding aggression. Palms to the heart center. Tilt your head forward. Gently open your eyes. Inhaling, arms by the side, palms going up, looking up. Exhaling, palms coming down into the chest, looking down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up, stretch the throat just a bit. Exhaling down, stretch the back of your neck just a bit. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. And one last round. Inhaling. Exhaling down. Bring the palms to the heart center. Bring the forearms parallel to the ground. Fingers gently spread out. Open your eyes and apply a bit of pressure against the palms. You're trying to bring the forearms together, or pressing against each other, the palms pressing against each other. Bring more pressure. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the pressure. Release the arms. Come up to standing. Feet hip width apart. Arms relaxed by the side. Inhaling, look up. Exhaling, look down. 5 rounds. Keep your eyes open. So you don't have a balancing problem. After completing, take a deep breath, exhale. Right ear to the right shoulder as you exhale. Inhale, center. Exhaling, left ear to the left shoulder, nose always pointing to the front. 5 rounds. Keep the shoulders level. Allow only the head to fall to the side. Let the gravity get the head down sideways. The opposite side neck, you will feel the stretch. After completing 5 rounds, take a deep breath. Arms up, parallel to the ground, to the sides. Hug yourself as tightly as you can. Right arm over the left. Inhale center, exhaling, twist toward your right side. Turn your head as much as you can, look through the corner of your eyes as you exhale. And then inhale center. Exhaling, go the other way. You're twisting your upper body, turning your head as much as you can, looking through the corner. 5 rounds total. You can feel the twist all the way to the ankles if you're paying attention. The feet are planted. Your ankle will feel the twist, the knees, your hips, the shoulders, the neck, the head. After completing 5 rounds, release the arms. We'll practice Utkatasana for 45 seconds. Before that, let's warm up for 5 counts. Feet hip width apart, arms up, interlacing fingers, palms facing up. Bending the knees and sitting down in an imaginary chair behind you. Bending from the hips, upper body in a line. Your spine, neck, head, arms in a line. Your knees not further than your big toes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling up. Exhaling, release the arms. Make sure that your weight distribution is even. If you are bending too much to the front, you may be tipping on your toes. Or if you are sitting down far too back down, without bending forward, you might be on your heels at the risk of tipping back. Avoid both. Balanced weight on your feet and bending your knees as much as you can, and yet the weight distribution even on your feet. Let's practice feet hip width apart. Take a deep breath. Arms up, interlacing fingers, palms facing up. Utkatasana. Make micro adjustments to bring weight distribution even. Knees not in front of the toes, slightly behind the toes. And we begin. 5 seconds. 10 seconds. 15. 20. 25. 30. 35. 40. And 45. Inhaling, come up. And release arms, stand relaxed. Allow the breath to normalize and watch your breath. If you felt the posture on your thighs and a little bit on your knees, you're more or less in the right direction. If you felt the posture on your lower back or shoulders, ease off a bit. And as you gather more strength, you can go deeper in the practice. You can go deeper in the practice, not only for staying in the posture for longer. You can go deeper in the posture by straightening up your upper body from the hips up, and yet having the weight distribution even. And the other way to go deeper is to bring the feet close together and upper palms pressing against each other is another way to more deeply experience the posture. 3 deep breaths. Front of the mat. Tadasana. Namaskar Mudra. 3 rounds of Surya Namaskara. Begin. Vinay, in Adho Mukha, you don't need to walk forward. Simply stay where you are with the feet, yeah? Continue, please. In Adho Mukha, you can be on the toes, not a problem. Yes, you can slightly bend the knees if you need to, Vinay, but you don't have to walk forward to land the heels down. Yes. Check if you are in autopilot mode. Actually, we spend much of our life in autopilot mode, and here we have to break that practice or habit. So if you find yourself in autopilot mode, begin again from this breath. Paying attention to this posture, this breath, this emotional state. After completing 3 rounds, with the feet comfortably apart, with shoulders relaxed, watch your breath normalizing. Watch the control system in operation. It's a miraculous control system. As far as we can look in the universe, there isn't a better one than life. Three deep breaths. Let's prepare for some arm support postures. Feet hip width apart. Raise your arms to the front. Make tight fists and rotate the wrists as fully as you can. 10 rounds one direction, 10 rounds in other direction. After completing, release arms. Stand relaxed. Take a deep breath. Palms to the heart center, namaskara. Bring the palms, fingers slightly spread out, fingers pressing against each other, palms pressing against each other. Bring the upper or forearms parallel to the ground. And increase the pressure against the palms, against each other, as much as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release arms. If any of you are finding wrist pain, ease off a bit. If you're finding any pain in any of these postures that we are about to do, it can be a good test of wrist health, which is very important for the line of job that we have. Take a deep breath, exhale. Palms to the heart center, namaskara. Upper or forearms parallel to the ground. Leave the palms or take the palms away, but the fingers are pressing against each other from the knuckle to the fingertips. Something like this. If you're seeing my video feed, pressing from the knuckles to the fingertips, pressing as much as you can. Sunil, are you able to see my screen, Sunil? From knuckles to the fingertips. No, press the fingers against each other. See, the last time I had palms also pressing. Take the palms away, but only the fingers pressing. Yes, yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release the arms. Take a deep breath. Now we are going to do the same thing with the back of the fingers pressing against each other. The knuckles are aligned and the fingers are pointing down, and pressing the fingers against each other, knuckle down to the fingertips. Arms are parallel to the ground, pressing as much as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release arms. Take a deep breath, exhale. Arms up, palms facing the front. Inhale, growing taller. Exhaling, bending forward fully, Uttana. Bend the knees enough to place the palms on the ground. Bend the knees enough to place the palms on the ground. Now, gently walk your palms back a bit, so at least all your fingers are on the floor. Now, turn the fingers to point back with the back of your hand on the mat. Back of your hand on the mat, not the palms. So your knuckles and above are pressing against the mat. Now gently make a fist and release the fist 5 times. Gently make a fist. You will feel a stretch in your arms around the wrist as you make the fist 5 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on your waist, inhaling, come on. Release arms. Take a deep breath, exhale. Arms up, parallel to the ground, to the sides. Bend at the wrists. Bend at the wrists. Bending as much as you can with the arms parallel to the ground, shoulders relaxed, but the wrists, you're bending at the wrists. Your fingers are pointing toward the head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release arms. These are simple postures. With so much time we spend on narrow keyboards on our laptop, we quite abuse our body. And if you need relief, you can practice any of these postures. Take a few minutes. Let's practice approach view arm support. We have practiced some of, like for example, Palakasana is one classic. And then we are going to do, let's say, side plank is an example of what I mean. And we'll see how many more can we do today. Front of the mat, Tadasana. Namaskar Mantra. You can start with the feet hip width apart. Inhaling, arms up, back bend. Exhaling, forward bend. Inhaling, right foot back. Left foot back, Palakasana. Make the adjustments. Start with the shoulders right over the wrists. Now, no neck action, neck and spine in a straight line, spine lifted up, shoulder blades away from each other. Gently rock back, take the entire body toward the front 2 inches and then come back. You will put more pressure on your palms and wrist as you take the entire body up and back. 5 rounds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees down, Vajrasana, palms up. Shashankasana with the arms extended backward. Separate the knees, bending forward. Take the arms back, palms facing up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vajrasana. Take a deep breath, exhale. Chaturanga Dandasana practice. Those who are yet practicing to increase upper body strength, you can do with the knees down. Others, from Phalakasana, what we're going to do is we're going to bend the elbows and keep the elbows close to the body. We're going to bend the elbows close to the body and bring the entire body parallel to the ground. If you need, then drop the knees and yet bend the elbows and bring the body parallel to the ground if you can, or to the extent you can. Take a deep breath, exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Phalakasana. Make the adjustments. Shoulders right over the wrists. Your palms are shoulder width apart. Next, exhalation, Chaturanga Dandasana. Bend your elbows close to your body. Bring the upper body parallel to the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pushing back to Phalakasana. Drop your knees down, Vajrasana. Relax your shoulders. As I said, if you're not yet ready for Chaturanga, you can drop your knees down and yet bend the elbows close to the body and bring the upper body down as much as you can. We'll repeat this one more time. Take a deep breath, exhale. Chaturanga Dandas, sorry, Adho Mukha, let's come to Adho Mukha. Phalakasana. Make the adjustments first. And then, Vinay, you might have to walk back a bit. Vinay, walk back a bit. Yes, that's good. Now, your palms should not be wider than your shoulder width, otherwise you'll make it harder. If your palms are more than shoulder width, drop your knees down, adjust the palms, and then come back to Phalakasana. Chaturanga Dandasana as the next exhalation. Elbows close to the body, elbows hugging the body. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pushing back to Phalakasana. Drop your knees down, Vajrasana. Pushing back would require a bit more effort, working against the gravity. As slowly as you can practice, getting down to Chaturanga and getting up to Phalakasana, as slowly as you can practice, the more intensely, you can experience the posture and the benefits, of course. Usually we let the gravity pull us down and generate momentum to push out and up. Yes, slowly you can do, the better it is. Shashankasana. Separate the knees, bending forward. Take the arms to the back, palms up. Relax the wrists. Vajrasana. Let's practice side plank, which is preparation for Vashishtasana. That we'll approach side plank first. Come to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Feet hip width apart, so you can go sideways. Now come to Falakasana and make sure that the feet are hip width apart. And take your right foot to the ground, the outer edge of the right foot on the ground, and then place the left foot inner feet on the ground and left hand on the waist. And if you're stable, left arm up to the ceiling. And if you're comfortable, look up at the left thumb. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand back down on the ground, Falakasana. Let's go, or let's take a break. Drop your knees down. Cat posture. Take a deep breath, exhale. Falakasana, feet hip width apart. Take the outer edge of the left foot to the mat, inner edge of the right foot on the mat, right hand on the right waist, stabilize. And those who can, arm up, right arm up. And if you're comfortable, turn your head and look at the right thumb. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right palm on the ground, Falakasana. Drop your knees down, cat posture. Come to Vajrasana, relax your arms. We'll repeat this, and those who are comfortable, you can place the outer or the front foot on top of the back foot. For example, if you are rotating to the right side, we say right outer edge of your right foot, outer edge of right foot on the mat, and inner edge of the left foot on the mat. After you get up there, you can move your left foot on top of the right foot, if you are comfortable. Take a deep breath. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Falakasana. Make the adjustments first to come to proper Falakasana, feet hip width apart. Now place the outer edge of the right foot on the mat And left inner edge, and then those who are comfortable, take the left foot on top of the right foot, and then left arm up. Gray gaze at the left thumb. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And left palm down. Falakasana. Drop your knees down. Marjari, cat posture. Take a deep breath, exhale. Falakasana, plank posture. Let's rotate on the other side, left outer edge on the mat. Right hand on the right waist, right foot on top of left foot if you can, right arm up. Gazing at the right thumb. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring the right arm down. Drop your knees down. Vajrasana. Shashankasana. Take the arms back and palms up. Relax your wrists. You can gently make a fist and see if that gives you even more relief. By making a fist with your fingers and see if that relaxes the wrist even more. You can grip and release, see if that helps. You can make tight fists and release. Vajrasana. Now we are going to explore a bit more in Adho Mukha. Take a deep breath, exhale. Come to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Come to Adho Mukha Svanasana and bring your weight onto your, bring all the weight onto your toes. Come up onto the toes. Without moving the palms and allowing the palms as they were, shift your weight onto your palms. Move your entire body forward as much as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go back to normal Adho Mukha. Now, keeping the palms as they are, gently move the hips toward the right side. Laterally move the hips to the right side. Laterally. You're shifting your hips toward the right wall. You will see more weight on your right palm and a stretch. And now laterally move the hips toward the left wall. And come back to Adho Mukha. Drop your knees down, cat posture. Vajrasana. Relax before we do a couple of leg lifts before completing the session today. Take a deep breath. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Come full onto the toes, knees can be bent. First, take the chest as close to the knees as you can. And then right leg up in the back. Keep the knee straight as much as you can. Move the chest toward the left knee as much as you can, lifting the right leg even higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot down. Take a deep breath, exhale. Left leg up. Taking the chest toward the right knee, lifting the left leg even higher, keeping the knee straight as much as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Drop your knees down. Vajrasana. Lying down on your back. Hug your knees and rock back and forth. Side to side, massaging your entire back. And then settle back down. Release the legs, make any final movements before proceeding to Shavasana. Letting go of your body. Observing the breath around your abdomen. Relax. Let everything wait as you pay attention to this breath. As you pay attention to this breath. Relax. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gently come out of Shavasana. Being grateful for the opportunity to practice today. Bringing gratitude into your heart. Filling your heart with gratitude. Take your hands back. Inhale, growing taller. Exhaling, bending forward, thanking Mother Earth. Inhaling, come up. Rub your palms. Massage your closed eyes with your heated palms and gently blink your eyes open. Namaste. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Have a Thank you.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.